lightning and the thunder clears the air. So it's called, and it looks a little bit like grapes hanging down. It's actually supposed to be like a placenta and a baby. And it's a number today. It's 11. Now, in the Maya system, what that is in other ways, they have 4 different directions. This is called conception. So this day is conceived in a kind of manner. It has the masculine, it has the feminine energy, and it has the destiny. So each of you decide what you are here. And you decide what your number is. So the 10, the 3, the 11. But we also have something that empowered us to be born. We have something that sort of challenges us, our masculine, our fatherly side. We have something that's very compassionate and loving, our motherly side. And we have a destiny we're going to. So this is what today is. It was conceived by the monkey. And the monkey, Trin, or Lots, has to do with weaving your future. He's the weaver. Lots is the weaver. He's the one that, really, the creator. He's the one that gives our life experiences. What are we going to do for him today? So Lots gives birth to Kawak, or the storm, or the catalyst. And also Kawak is the universal family. And universal, not global, but like all the beings in the cosmos. So you're always thinking country. So, 11, this number up here has to do with resolution. By the time you get to 11, you should be deciding what your catalytic energy is about, what's going to be the change. Now, the masculine energy on this side over here, is odd. And that, or it's also called dead. And that has to do with the messenger, or the sacred altar. So here's Kawak, here's this change agent, here's this thing, the catalyst that's going to make a lot of difference around it. And the masculine energy is saying, get on with it, you're a messenger, we need to hear from you. Don't be afraid to speak out, be that free to express. Then we have a motherly side over here. The motherly side today is Khan. The Khan is serpent.
Gary, can you speak just a touch louder? Because when you face us, I can hear you better when you're that way. Can't hear you that way.
Oh, okay. This is the life force. Or Koyoka. A sexual energy. It's sort of like getting turned on by something. So it's the life force energy saying. So the mother's saying, yeah, come on, fill yourself up with this life force. Be the catalyst, be the storm, make your lightning, make your thunder. Take care of the universal family. We're all about these catalysts. So the motherly energy is saying, be the force to make this happen. The masculine side is be a messenger for us. And the destiny of the day is J. Also Manique in the other language. This is nature. And this is harmony. So, all of the storm is bringing this destiny of nature and harmony, bringing things into balance. Okay? So, the monkey is weaving its way. It's giving us this wonderful storm catalytic energy today. The masculine is saying, yeah, be our messenger. We need to do what you're about. That's what this meeting is about. The mother's saying, yeah, fill this with life force energy. Fill this with something really juicy and good. And then here, the destiny of all that's going to lead us into being closer to nature, being more harmonious. This is a portal. The only one of these designs that has this on it. So the deer is like a sacred animal to the Maya. And the deer is like a portal to another dimension. If you ever see deer at the edge of the woods, and then your car goes and they go in, or if you're a hunter, you see one in the distance, and maybe the white tail is flipping a bit, and you're like, and then you go further, and you got to go further. You go or whatever. The white tail is flipping. Next thing you know, he's going further. He's leading you in. And that's what he's the portal. He's going to take you in to a deeper place. He also is kind of eluding you. So you have to be careful to watch all the signs of you if you're going to go out and shoot them. But, so that's what this is about. I think it's the portal, the doorway to another dimension, going deeper and deeper into the woods, and finally you lose them. And then you think, oh, where am I? Because I got lost. So you're all caught like in deception too. So each of our beings. So if you want to find out who your guide is, or who your conceiver is, it's you minus 8 on the scale. And this is plus. Destiny is 8 ahead of you. To what your feminine is plus 6. And what your masculine is minus 6. So if you look at that whole list of 20 archetypes, and you find Kawai here, if you want to find out who conceived of it, you count back 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it's the monkey. You want to know what its destiny is, you start at it and count forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you have the deer. You have Mani. If you want to know who the masculine energy of Kawak is, you find where Kawak is, and you go back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you find its Aj. If you want to find out what the feminine energy is, you go plus 6. So here's Kawak, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you find out the serpent. So every one of these cycles in a special way. And it's really fun if you get a chance to look at it and see what these energies are, to read about them on the little booklet that I gave you, to find out, well, what is it in your conception? What is it that your masculine energy is about? What is it your feminine energy is about? And what is it that your destiny is about? And it's a lot of transparency. You find a lot about yourself. And I want to go back to the last piece. Poems and music. This is called solfeggio. I'll read it. The solfeggio is a music system that Pope Gregory developed in the 1st century. Now, Pope Gregory the 17th is the one that changed our calendar back in 1572. He took away 11 days, so that now the Gregorian, we call it the Gregorian calendar, is Pope Gregory the 17th. Solfeggio goes back to Pope Gregory the First, who is attributed to having written the Gregorian chants. Now, the Gregorian chants are songs that were sung in the Catholic Church, and they were very mystical. So mystical that they were creating so much spiritual union with God that the Pope and the cardinals decided you can't have the people have this music, so we're going to take it from them. So when they took it from the people, they took 40-some songs out, supposedly. And we're just discovering this stuff when the Freedom of Information Act went into effect. A lot of the old papers of the Catholic Church and stuff became available, and we found out a lot about this. So solfeggio is a set of frequencies that are nature-oriented. They're the sounds that are in nature, that are the sound of the universe, the sounds of the different planets and stuff. So that Pope Gregory, whoever he was, probably was a channel for this interdimensional sound or music, because it was totally harmonious. We're talking about changing the frequencies. All these frequencies got shifted back during World War II, when Germany and Rothschild and the Rockefellers, the people that were putting this whole World War II together, chose to change the frequencies of music off of the natural tones, and they made A 440 vibrations per second, and everything was tuned off of that. A is really 432 in the original. We were just talking, you can actually get an app for your computers and stuff that can take any music that you have and will figure how to tone it to the solfeggio tones. There are bands now, music bands, that are playing the old solfeggio frequencies, and the sheet that I just gave you, in the left column, are the frequencies that we call just intonation. It's the frequencies that we use in music today. The opposite side, on the right, are the solfeggio frequencies, and you can see how they differ. And so that if we really were living our lives, listening to music around the real energy music that Bach, Beethoven, all these guys wrote, Chopin wrote with, we would be moved differently if we were being played on the real frequencies that they wrote on, because we're listening to them now. When the first chair violin, the first violinist comes out, and everybody tunes their instrument to her violin at 440 vibrations per second, or 6. When she's playing C, she's playing 522.6, I think it is, where C is supposed to be 528. So instead of playing the balanced sound of nature, she's dumbing everybody down like 4.5 frequencies. So we don't get the same energy from the music as if it were being played where it's supposed to be played.
Why was that done?
Through the, it's called the Committee of Music, International Music. They did that to make us more militaristic instead of more harmonious. Isn't that just the wildest thing that you can even imagine? That people even knew that if they changed the frequencies, that it would have an effect on our listening. The Beatles, it happened in 1951, finally, when they finally made the final decisions about it. Everybody had to go to just intonation. The Beatles, in England, was one of the last countries that did that. The Beatles wrote most of their music in the old solfeggio frequencies, and it moved the world. I mean, just look at what happened with their music. Now, if you were to play Imagine, and you play it on the guitar or with the piano, we're playing it toned down frequencies because we now play just intonation, where that music, as Bach and Beethoven, were written in solfeggio. So that's also full on computer. If you want to find out what solfeggio sounds are, you can actually push a button on it. You can actually listen to meditative music in C 528 called the Love channel. Look at this. We got to get out of here. But
There's like a difference between heart and head, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. So but watch this. I don't know if you can see. Here are the numbers: 174, 417, 741, 285, 528, 852. These are frequency vibrations. 396, this is what Tesla was talking about. 639, 963. When you finally understand 963, you'll understand what the universe is about. This is what Tesla said. So, look at this. 174 plus 111 equals 285. Plus 111 equals 300. So it's like 111 frequency vibrations apart. 417 plus 111 equals 528. So you can see it's like this whole, it's based on order. Our universe is based on order. There's design going on. And when somebody, like a Rothschild or Rockefellers or whoever is making this shift, so they all go for money, do that, they know what they're doing. And we're just so dumb. And
What about the music people? Get it back to where it was.
well, there's a movement on that one.
Because they're controlled by the same people, because they own the
You
production
said
studios
the same.
and all that.
You just said
There's a small group, but the big studios
There's a
are all
movement.
controlled
Yeah.
by everybody else.
Is there any music that's played in a solfeggio that you can hear like a Beethoven piece and the
You
original?
may be able to, if you go up, or you can take a group called Music for the People in California, a band, popular band, played Australia, really getting more popular. They took all of their CDs that they had cut before, and they were doing their own music. They now tuned everything to solfeggio. And a friend of ours was helping put together my calendar. Sheena Forger is a good friend of them, and she's the one that got them to do that. And then they've been playing that way for about a year, and they said to Sheena, you know what, we really can't tell a difference. And Sheena says, that's fine, you don't have to. You know what frequencies are about? They're hardly noticeable, they aren't even noticeable. Even a perfect pitch person can't really tell the difference between like 3 frequencies. I mean, like, it's very negligible. And so when you say that C at 528 was dropped to 522.6, Jennifer, my wife, a musician, I think I hear a difference. There ain't much. But if you look at crystals on a metal disc, that sound is vibrating. These crystals are all over the place. And you get to 528, and all of a sudden, the design comes out.
Create
You can
sacred
see-
geometry.
Huh?
They create
Sacred
sacred geometry.
All of these tones create sacred.
Yeah.
And it's not like 529 or 527, it's 528, it'll happen. So now you can also watch that one.
Yeah, Gary, you said the Beatles did most of their work, at least their early work in solfeggio. Were they aware that somebody changed this and they changed it back?
Can they change it back?
No. You said that the Beatles did most of their work in solfeggio.
Yeah.
And this is after it had been changed. Were they aware?
Yeah,
Were they
well,
aware? Were they
Because
conscious?
England, from what I understand, England was the last country to adopt it.
But if they adopted in 1951, the Beatles would have seen 10 years later. My question is, were Beatles aware that this change had happened and they consciously did it differently?
Well, no, Beatles lived in England. England did not choose to change until after the Beatles were.
Oh, I see.
They were the last country to change.
I see.
Do you want me to play 528 because it sounds
528 what?
it sounds do you want me to play it?
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Now, I've read that this actually repairs DNA.
Here's the free.
528 is DNA repair.
26 releases guilt and fear. G sharp undoes situations and facilitating change, 417. 528 heals damaged DNA, miracles and transformations. 639, D flat, E, D sharp, E flat, saxophone, relationships. Think about how much passion comes out in an E flat saxophone relationship. F sharp, it deepens intuition. And 852, restores spiritual order, G sharp. And A sharp, B flat, creates cosmic unity. So if people were writing in these tones with that intention, putting out that intention, the music would be saying a lot different to us. So,
I think that's why I don't like music, and I love silence. I really love silence as the best sound, no sound. Because I guess I hear nature rather than, I never put on the music.
that's, and maybe that's why, and maybe that's not why. You're just too not feeling comfortable with the tone system. Maybe if you start playing with some of these other tones. Okay, well that's like everything. What I want you to see is that every day on your calendar, in the Mayan calendar, 1 through 13 is a tone. And if musicians around the world played music collectively in that kind of tone every day, then we'd be surrounding the earth as it plays like 15 to 17 hertz. We'd be surrounding the earth with the same frequencies, the same sound. So I'm going to give you the last thing we have. This is a calendar that I've been developing over the years called the Lotus. And it's got 52 days in it, 13, 13, 13, 13. Travels like this, and then on another pedal, and on another pedal, and on another pedal for 364 days. There's 7 pedals in this golden Lotus calendar. And on it, it has the tone of the day, it has the numerology of the day, it has the Mayan calendar thing of the day, and I just suggest that you might, like, here's where we are today, I think it starts at the bottom. Take it with you, and integrate it into what we've been talking about today. And get to me if you get into it, if you're really interested in it. Here.
Did you publish? Did you get this published at all?
No, well, originally, as you all know, I tried to create calendars that they had all this information in it, and that was before I went to Mexico. And down there, I made a card calendar you're holding on right now, and I have people that are using it, and it's a desktop calendar, sort of like it.
Gary, which fork did you play?
Which one?
Which tuning fork did you play? Was that 417? Did you play, which
Oh,
fork
no, I
did you
played
play?
528.
Can
I
you,
don't have 417.
can you play 528 again?
Or 432. We don't have, because A is in the solfeggio.
Okay.
It's one of the 9 sounds. It doesn't have a frequency assigned to it by solfeggio.
Okay.
But originally it was 432 frequency. Now it's 440.
Right.
So that you can listen to online
Can
too.
you just hit it for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have all 9.
Did you play the heart chopper?
Sorry?
The heart chopper beat.
Yeah.
Which one,
I
did you
think
play that?
it's called Love.
Love, yeah.
Are they from Tools for Wellness?
So here are all the different 9s, and you can get these online or interest, and I hope that some of this stuff, as you're looking at what this year is about for you, think about the different ways you can get answers to the many questions that we have. Consult the oracle, because whatever comes to you is a guide from beyond. So let's use them. Thanks. All right.